No, thank you, Eileen. Well, beginning in the year 2000 and initiated by college faculty and staff, the college has chosen as its commencement speaker a graduate, selected through a rigorous audition process. The committee this year selected Deborah Freligh as today's graduation speaker, celebrating the class of 2012. Give her a hand. Deborah has been a student at QVCC for 8 semesters and has made the Dean's List in all 8. She is graduating today with an AS in Engineering Science and will be attending the University of Hartford in the fall to obtain a degree in Mechanical Engineering. While at QVCC, Deborah served as a tutor in the Learning Center. She has also won numerous awards, including QVCC Awards Night Scholarships, the Quinnebog Manufacturing Institute Scholarship, the NASA Grant, and the Big Y Academic Excellence Award. She is also working for one of our manufacturing partners, Westminster Tool, as a quality coordinator. Please join me in welcoming Deborah Freligh, your commencement speaker from the class of 2012.
Hello, good evening, and welcome President Tomlin, Board of Regents, Platform Party, faculty and staff, family and friends, and fellow graduates of 2012. Pulitzer Prize-winning poet and professor of English Mark Van Doren once said, "There's one thing that we can do, and the happiest people are those who can do it to the limit of their ability. We can be completely present. We can be all here. We can give all our attention to the opportunity before us." When I first enrolled at QVCC in the summer of 2009, I had intended on finishing the business degree that I started 22 years before. I'd been doing administrative work at a local bank for about 5 years, and even though I had a lot of experience in finance, the prospects for a better position without a degree seemed pretty bleak. So I started off with a college algebra class. And it had been a while since I'd been in a classroom, and I thought, of all the required classes, this one looked the hardest. And I said, if I can pass this class, I can do this. And who would have thought that that one class would lead me here today? The day I got my first test back, my professor asked me what my major was, and I explained that I was here to complete my degree in business administration. And then he asked me if I had ever considered engineering. I kind of laughed a little. I mean, really, I was just there to take a little step, to make myself a little bit more valuable to my employer. But changing my major to engineering, that wasn't a little step. That seemed more like jumping out of a plane. Another Pulitzer winner, playwright Wendy Wasserstein, once said, "Don't live down to expectations. Go out there and do something remarkable." Now, the truth is, I didn't love my job. And I certainly couldn't imagine that I would spend the rest of my life doing it. The turning point for me was something my manager said to me as I was leaving for the day and heading off to school. He took me into his office and he sat me down and he told me that he had heard from some of my coworkers that I was thinking about switching my major to engineering. He said that if I did that, I could kiss any chances of a promotion goodbye. He said that everyone was expecting me to get a business degree, and that if I wanted any kind of future at the bank, that I should just forget about engineering. And it was then that I realized that I had been living down to other people's expectations. I'd been working really hard at a job and a degree that I really didn't enjoy just to make sure that my family was taken care of. And while so many of us do the same thing, because in this economy that's just what you do, I was losing the best parts of myself. So in the fall of 2010, I followed my heart, and my family tightened our belts, and I left my job at the bank, and I enrolled in QVCC full-time as an engineering science major. And over the past 2 years, I have had the absolute pleasure of meeting some of the smartest, funniest, and most determined people I've ever known. My fellow students have never failed to impress me with their dedication and hard work. From the 15-year-old high school student taking a college-level chemistry class, to the 19-year-old taking engineering classes full-time during the day while holding down a full-time factory job at night. To the 20-somethings who took classes full-time while not only supporting their children, but caring for sick spouses and parents as well. To the 30 and 40-somethings, like myself, who finally decided what it was they wanted to be when they grew up, and they took a leap of faith and they followed their dreams. And to this, they say they're retired, but who are they fooling reallys? Who always made me feel good because I wasn't the oldest one in the class, and who truly made me feel like it's never too late to start doing what you love. We have each given all our attention to the opportunity before us. We have each decided not to live down to expectations, and we have all done something remarkable. And that's not to say that we haven't had our moments of fear and doubt along the way. Anyone who's taken a math or a physics class with me has witnessed my end-of-test breakdowns, tears and all. Thanks for the tissues, Mark and Kudzai. But I'd like to think that we're all doing something beyond getting a piece of paper here today. For me, getting this degree has inspired me to continue on to the University of Hartford, where I'll be completing my bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. And it also opened the door to a fantastic job opportunity with a local manufacturing company, Westminster Tool, where I was hired for a full-time position in February. And one of the first assignments that I received when I started work was to be a mentor to the students of Ellis Tech, who won 3 awards, including the Founders Award for the Best Overall Project at the QMI Manufacturing Expo here at QVCC a few weeks ago. Working with these students brought me full circle. It allowed me to share my enthusiasm for my new career with kids who may be sitting here as graduates in a few years' time. And I'm already able to give back to QVCC and the community, and I'm having a really good time doing it. Earning this degree and continuing my education at the University of Hartford is helping me to prove to my sons that if you work at something hard enough, anything is possible, no matter what anyone else around you might say. Never let anyone else tell you what you cannot do. To the QVCC faculty, staff, and foundation, please accept our most heartfelt gratitude for everything you have done for us over the past few years. Without your support, many of us wouldn't be graduating today. And in particular, I would like to thank 2 professors who, in addition to being the best teachers I've ever had, have also taken on other roles as well. Kudzai Zvoma and Mark Freligh, thank you for being my cheerleaders, my therapists, and my employment agents. You both believed in me even when I found it difficult to believe in myself. To all our families and friends here today, we would like you to thank you for being there for us during late nights of studying and the early morning classes. Thank you all for making sure we had the space and independence that we wanted and the support that we needed to be committed students and successful graduates. And especially to the children in the audience who have parents who are graduating today, thank you so much for trying your best to be good so that Mommy and Daddy can study. And finally, to my fellow graduates, I'd like to share this quote from author Marianne Williamson. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, handsome, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Your playing small does not serve the world, and there's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine, and as we let our own light shine, we consciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our fear, our presence automatically liberates others. And so, fellow graduates, as we celebrate our accomplishments today, let's try to be completely present. Let's continue to give all our attention to the opportunity before us. Keep exceeding expectations and doing things that are remarkable. Congratulations, fellow graduates, and best of luck to the class of 2012.